here today, Olga. Yeah, Lena. It's so nice that you made it here all the way over from Norway, you and Oli. We're so glad you made it.
Yeah, you and Sven too.
Yeah, so, I've been having a real good time here at Dave and Esther's. I think it's or is it Mike and Esther's? I don't know.
Today it might be Fred.
The last reunion, that Linda, she kept saying Dave and Mike and Dave and Mike. And so I don't know, but I've been having a good time anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, okay, so, hey, you know what I've been noticing though? There, these descendants of, there was Lyle, and then there was Clarice, and then there was Belle, and then there was Arlene, and then there was David, and they were all raised by Ma and Pa, who came over from Norway.
Yeah?
And they raised these kids in their home, and they taught them Norwegian. But I've been noticing from this younger generation that they just don't know the language anymore.
No,
It's really sad.
it is.
It's just disappeared.
Mhm.
So I felt like since you and I came over from Norway to be a part of the family reunion, that it's kind of our responsibility to teach them a little bit of the language.
Yeah, yeah.
So, hey, before we get started, I've been thinking about Oli and that problem he was having,
Oh.
Yeah. So it's kind of embarrassing to say, but I just was curious if he's gotten care of that constipation.
Oh, yeah. The doctor changed his diet and he's so much better. He has to eat a lot more lutefisk and not so much lepsa.
Oh yeah, that left, so that'll stop you up good and hard right there. Yeah. So anyhow, hey, that could be our first vocabulary lesson.
That's a good idea.
We could teach the good folks here what the Norwegian word is for constipation.
Yeah?
Yeah. So the word for constipation in Norwegian is far from pooping. Everybody say it with me now. Far from pooping. Okay, there you go. Lesson number 1 is done. That's pretty easy.
That's very good. Well, but I heard that you had some big plumbing problems at your house.
Yeah, it was really bad. Sven had to work all through the night to get it cleaned up and fix it up. It's really good. Us Norwegians, we know how to clean things really good, and we know how to fix things really good, and we do it right the first time. Yeah. So, hey, that could be our second vocabulary lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a standard in Norway for fixing things. You do it right, and you do it right the first time. So the word in Norwegian for the standard for fixing things is good and tight. Everybody say it with me. Good and tight. Okay. All right. There you go. Lesson number 2 is done.
Excellent.
All right. So, I was thinking about you last winter. It was a tough winter over there in the Norway. Yeah, and I know Oli, he works outside a lot, and so probably had to wear at least 5 pairs of socks a day.
Oh, 5 to 6
Yeah,
at least.
and I know he has that foot problem where his feet stinky. Oh yeah, so he probably had to wash an awful lot of socks at the end of the week.
Yes.
So how many pairs of socks do you think you had to hang out to freeze dry every week?
At least 1,000.
1,000 pairs of wet socks every week?
Yeah.
Oh my, that is a lot. Hey.
How many feet does he have?
So that could be our next vocabulary lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a word in Norwegian for 1,000 wet socks. Do you know what that word is?
1
liter hosen. Yeah, everybody say it together now. 1 liter hosen. There you go. Okay, so that is lesson number 4. No, number 3. I don't know how to count. All right.
So, but Oli told me that you and Sven have taken up sailing.
Yes, we have. We went out and bought a boat, out there in the Norway. We've got so many lakes and beautiful fjords. And if you're really going to enjoy the great outdoors, you have to get on the water.
Was it a fast boat?
Oh, no, we're not into going real fast. We like to just go slow and enjoy the scenery. Yeah, I think it's the pretty standard boat that people buy over there in Norway. It goes about 220 yards at 1 nautical mile per hour. Yeah, that I think they said. Yeah. So hey, there's a Norwegian word for that. Yeah, it's for 220 yards at 1 nautical mile per hour is One not for long. Yeah, can you say it together now? One not for
long.
There you go. Okay, lesson number 4 is done.
Excellent.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, so hey, there's been something that's been eating on me, and I haven't been able to tell the family and the people over here in America because we haven't come over for a long time. But it's been at least 3 decades now going on. So there was this man. It was like sometime in the 1990s maybe. He came over to the Norway and he visited, and then he went back to his homeland, was Mexico or someplace like that. And he wrote this song, and it became very popular on the radio. They played it all the time. They played it at the dances, they played it at the weddings, they played it at the birthday parties and the anniversary parties, and they played it at the funerals. And oh, okay, maybe not funerals, but they played it all the time. You get the idea. Okay, so everybody knows this song, and they think this man, I don't know, his name was Juan Valdez or Jose Cuervo or something like that. Anyway, he wrote the song, it became famous, he became rich, and everybody plays it, everybody listens to it all the time, everybody knows the song. What they don't know is that we know that he came to the Norway before he wrote the song, and it's so evident because, in Norway we have really, really big mosquitoes in the summertime, and there's a lot of them. And so I know people over here in the United States, in that state called Texas, they say everything is bigger in Texas. Oh no, let me tell you, the mosquitoes in Norway are not to be beaten. Right. So anyway, except for bite your hand maybe. Anyway, so he comes over and he sees us Norwegians going like this. Oi vei, ofte meg, kill the Macarena. Oi vei, ofte meg, kill the Macarena. And he goes and writes this song about it. And so the Norwegian word for mosquito is Macarena. So there you have it. That's lesson number 5. All of you have learned some new words in Norwegian, and next time we come, we will bring you some more. So please practice those, and tomorrow there will be a test.